Hello, people. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another Belated Movies Month. This is a movie I saw last year. I didn't get to review until this year because, I lost so much time with the 2 months that I didn't have a laptop. Now that I'm back, I'm doing my reviews that I was gonna do last year. This is a rant because it's a movie that was not needed. But don't worry, I already did Ice Age. This is a spin-off direct-to-video comedy mystery film directed by Susie Unessi, who I never even heard of. And what has she done? Insatiable, is that TV show? No, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, it's a Scooby-Doo. It's a spin-off of the Scooby-Doo franchise. This time without Scooby-Doo, which is a major mistake. Daphne and Velma. What the hell was this movie, guys? What was this? This isn't a Scooby-Doo film. It's trying to be like a spin-off years after the franchise has done like 4 live-action movies and tons of animated shorts and films and Legos and everything. And I'm like, what was the point of this movie? To show us Daphne and Velma when they became friends? Yeah, I didn't need to know. This is a prequel that was not needed, just like Solo that same year in 2018. The film is produced by Ashley and Jennifer Tisdale's Blondie Girl Productions. Yeah, you should have gotten your money back. See, I'm talking about this movie is making me tired. This movie's uninspired. It's not funny. I was just cringing the whole time with this movie. Is it one of the worst films I've ever seen? No, but it's one of the worst spin-offs they've ever done for Scooby-Doo. There's no Scooby here. There's a email that they get from Fred, Shaggy, and Scooby. It's off screen, so they never mention them. And it's lame. It feels like forced fan service, just like Solo. It premiered at Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo. I would have walked out if I saw this bullshit. It was released on DVD, Blu-ray, and digital May 22nd, 2018. Exactly the same month that Solo came out that nobody cared about either. This film, just the writing is awful. Like it's one of the worst written like Scooby things ever. And here's the synopsis. Daphne Blake is a high school student who has a semi-popular web show discussing the possibility of aliens and supernatural occurrences, and Velma Dinkley is Daphne's supportive yet critical online friend. Critical, Daphne, Velma in this movie is like emo and just dead inside. I don't know if that's the actress's choice or the writers, but who believes there's a logical explanation for everything. There isn't. After Velma's web chats Daphne following her latest episode, she reveals to Velma that her parents will be moving to Ridge Valley, where Velma currently goes to high school. And then wackiness ensues. And the film looks too robotic. Like, there's a lot of machines in this movie, like it's a Terminator film. It is just not good. Like, I don't like the look of the film. It looks too much like a Disney Channel movie or a Nickelodeon movie. But some people like this film. I'm like, they praised it for its acting and the message of female empowerment. What female empowerment? Sarah Gilman and Sarah Jeffries, they don't have any chemistry together. They're not horrible actors, but they don't have any chemistry. One of them looks like a black Ariana, and the other looks like the little girl from the Loud House. With the glasses and the little slit lisp. Again, that character was cute in the Loud House movie. Here, it doesn't work. Granted, she's a better Velma than Gina Rodriguez in Scoob, but that's not saying much. I don't think that their acting is terrible. It's just that they spend most of the movie just bitching and moaning at each other, and it gets really old real fast. Common Sense Media panned the film, of course they did, giving it 2 stars. That's too freaking nice, because that's only for the 2 actresses trying, but it's not enough. Schoenfeld derives the spin-off, saying that despite the fact that 2 Sarah's and Sarah and Velma give it their all. A routine story, cheesy effects, and subpar writing let them down. Yeah, and it's not entertaining. I was bored throughout most of it. It's only 75 minutes long. It's shorter than the 4 Scooby live-action movies that came out. The 2 theatrical ones and the ones on Cartoon Network. This is worse, because this has nothing. And Vanessa Morano was the villain. The older sister, the delicious Laura Morano, is the main villain, and you know how they cure her of her evil. They like talk to her. Again, guys, I already saw that in Hawkeye, and it was done way better. Brian Stepanek is wasted here. It was much better in the Loud House movie and in Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Lucius Bastian, Mr. Nussman, Brooks Forrester as Tobias Bloom. He's just a corporate asshole that wants your money. Again, seen that already. Also, what empowerment? I never found these girls empowered at all. They're boring. They're boring versions of these characters from the cartoon. And I know that things have to change in the future, but without the guys, this movie feels a bit sexist. And I'm like, yeah, there's a reason why no one remembers this. It got a 4.2 on IMDb. It deserves it. It's bad, guys. This is a bad movie. My friend Josh said that it was shit. It is. It's a bad movie. Yeah, Kyle Mack and Caitlin Mears wrote this movie. What else did they write? I don't even know. They wrote a bunch of TV shows. Life in Pieces, Mech X4, Single Parents, American Auto, which is the only show still on the air. Yeah, these are television writers. Kirby Buckets, yeah. The writing is not for a feature film. What you can write for a 45-minute episode or 30 minutes is not the same as a 75-minute feature film, guys. That's longer, so you have to put more substance in there. Not a rejected Mean Girls script. That's basically what this felt like. Caitlin Mears, she also wrote TV shows. Santa Clarita Diet, which flopped. Ash vs. the Evil Dead, that's way better than this. And Pretty Smart, which just came out last year. These are TV writers. Why are you giving them a freaking direct-to-video film? You freaking imbeciles at the Warner Brothers. I saw this movie on HBO Max last year. I didn't pay for it, because I would never pay for garbage like this. This is just as bad as like Mean Girls 2, like my friend said, Josh, because it's got that same look, and it's just dull. There's not, at least Mean Girls, the first one, had some balls. It was a PG-13 thing. This is so by the numbers, it might as well be a G-rated movie for kids. And I'm sorry, it's just not enough. The girl from Descendants and this other girl, yeah, I don't buy them together. It felt forced. And the fan service just fell on its face, in my opinion. No Scooby, no Fred, no Shaggy, no freaking Mystery Van, nothing. The freaking 2 movies that came out on Disney, Disney, Cartoon Network were way better than this. The Mystery Begins and Curse of the Lake Monster, at least those were funny and cute, and the characters fit the criteria. Here, I didn't give a damn. I completely forgot about this movie. I had to see the Nostalgia Critics review on it, saying that this could work, but it doesn't. Why? Again, there's no guy characters in this movie. That's what didn't work about Raya. The animation was good. The action was cool. It was funny. The 2 leads were good, but the third act, there's no guy character, so I didn't give a shit. And I should care about my characters that I've watched since I was a kid in the cartoons and in the movies. And they bitch and moan, and it just gets old really freaking fast. And again, you got TV writers for this. TV writers. And they couldn't do a good Daphne and Velma movie. I don't get it. I've seen fan fiction done better than this. What did Rotten Tomatoes give it? It doesn't matter. They don't do a lot of podcasts. They don't really rate a lot of direct-to-video stuff, just theatrical releases and shows. 33% audience score. It deserves it, trust me. This is not a good movie. Don't show your kids this. If you have little girls, go show them the cartoons. Go show them the freaking Scooby films. Even the first 2 movies, while they're not great films, they're still better than this. And also, the movie just has an ugly look to it. I don't like the colors and the roboticness of the movie. I don't like Vanessa Morano as a villain. I don't like the message of female empowerment because it feels forced. And it's a prequel that no one asked for. Who asked for a Daphne and Velma prequel? Like, who wanted a Han Solo prequel? Nobody wanted this. That's why it failed, and it was direct-to-video and not released in theaters. Strong female characters. So, girls that bitch and moan are strong female characters. Yeah, they said that about Yelena last year, and that freaking failed. I understand being frustrated, but if you're just going to be whiny, I don't care about you. Sorry. And, the movie's very forgettable. It's like, it says, it's movies like, they said it's refreshing path owing more to indie flicks like Ghost World. I liked Ghost World. I love Scarlett Johansson, and Thora Birch, even though she's emo and weird, she's more adult than these girls. And that movie had a better story. and it had comic book references. Here, I'm like, I don't know what the hell is going on. The plot has no substance. It's just a by the numbers teen film, mystery film that I've seen done way better. And it's a forgettable movie. If you've never seen Daphne and Velma, avoid it at all costs. This is a waste of your time. It's 75 minutes you'll never get back. I know I wasted my time. I will never watch this again. I'd rather watch Scooby films any day. Even the worst ones have Shaggy and Scooby, at least. That's enough to get me through. Here, these two by themselves are not that interesting. And I'm not a female. I'm sorry. I love females, but stop making them boring. It's what hurt Cersei in Eternals. It's what hurt Yelena in Black Widow. It's what hurt the freaking these other characters that we've seen. Yeah, it's not done well. Stop doing this, please. Make better written female characters. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Fuck this movie. It's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's not good. So avoid it. Later.